I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to get right to the reading. Mankind's struggle toward truth. We must, in this chapter, dispel all notions of evil as existing as a separate entity in this life. We must see evil as it really is, simply illusion, simply pain response, a wrong track taken, an experiment toward truth, but always illusion, a wrath-like, ghost-like thing, something that is, how can I say, like something that you know that's there that you really can't see, but you know it's there. It's like flimsy, it's like silk on your arm that dissipates like the fog at morning when it is denied. Evil as an existing reality, an entity separate and apart from man, has been taught since the beginning of recorded history. This fallacious assumption, meaning this false assumption, no doubt owes its origin to the fact that mankind has never been able to account for the occurrence of evil. Like, where does evil come from? Which seems to follow no moral pattern, which falls on the just and unjust, the strong and the weak, the wise and the ignorant, the rich and the poor, observing that a newborn baby made its entrance into the world with a withered hand or an addled brain or a stunted leg. Men just assume that God must be punishing this child for the sins of its father. But the sins of the father shall be visited on the son. But how to close to truth is this intuitive grasp of the law. Let me say that again. The sins of the father shall be visited on the son. How close to truth is this intuitive grasp of the law? It is not, however, the moral transgressions of the father that are visited upon the son. It is his errors of thinking, not only of the father, but of the father's brothers and every erring individual who projects his thoughts into the creative mind of the universe. So basically what I get out of that is that if you have creative minds that are putting forth error in their thought and creating evil, then what you have to do is constantly focus on lack of error and remaining in the positive. No matter what's around you, project the positive no matter what. Because what happens is that, let's say something happens that is no fault of your own and you respond in a way that's not positive. If it's negative, you get more of the negative energy that is in that space at that time, or vice versa. So this is a willful thing. You have to actively work at this. Only one cause. Just like everything that exists, there is a reason for evil. Just like everything, let me say that again. Just like everything that exists, there is a reason for evil. And just like everything that exists, there's a reason for the deformity of the newborn baby. Genetics may offer its cellular thesis that a defective chromosome in the egg or the sperm has blighted this young life, and indeed it will be difficult to dispute that such a physical occurrence did actually take place, but why? That is what we are concerned with here. Everything on this earth is the result of thought. Now let us qualify that statement. This does not mean that everything has been created by thought. It simply means that everything has been created as a result of thought. The great universal plastic creative medium of the subconscious mind acts on all volitional thought that is placed there. Volitional means you willfully have thought a certain way. The sum total of all life uses this mind. Every thought of every person who has ever lived has been like imprinted on concrete in this universal mind, which has been moved to action because of it. So the word that they used was indelibly. It basically means that It can't be reshaped. Once it's printed in, it's there. Indelibly. Yeah, indelibly. Yes. This mind attempts to manifest all thought to the person thinking it, and it also attempts to manifest itself, or should I say, it also attempts to manifest it to all of the world. Since everything in existence is a result of thought, all form maintains itself as long as the thought is held. As the thought changes, so does the form. Every newborn child is a result of thought in form as well as in substance. The event of conception being only a physical event in a chain of manifestation, as the carpenter nailing boards together is a physical event in the chain of manifestation of a house. The form be the result of thought. And so with the newborn baby, it therefore is inescapably, that means it will not be able to escape, true, that deformity in a newborn child is a result of thought. Let me say that again, the way that they use these words. I'm going to paraphrase the word. And so with the baby, therefore, it is something that a form cannot escape from, that will make it true, so that deformity in a newborn child is also the result of thought, or of that thought. Now this may prove to be rather startling to you, as indeed no mother is likely to tolerate the premise that she has visited some deformity upon her child through a thought conception. But let us not forget that all thought is not consciously projected into the creative mind. Meaning that you can project a thought to the creative mind that is not creative. It suffers in deformity because the thought is not complete. But nonetheless a thought anyway, that will go on to manifest itself. It is also true that thought conceptions of other people other than ourselves, even every person who has ever lived, may show themselves in our experience. Man, this is deep. That's why I say I'm just going to stay with it. It's already manifesting in a certain way already, just for me to come out here and make these videos. You know, the most important thing is I'm thankful. I'm thankful that, like, for a lot of my life, it was like, why am I living? What is my purpose? You know, just so much negative, and then it's starting to like turn around, and it's like turn around and at a level where it's like I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful. You know, it's almost like saying that prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the power and the glory forever and ever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break that prayer down from a mystical point of view to make it clear. Well, I'm not, no, mystical would mean I would add more mystery. What I mean is I want to break down the mystical aspect in a very clear way, what the words truly mean. Because I do know that without God, I know I wouldn't be alive. I mean, I've been through so much stuff coming from Baltimore to Tucson, you know, and what my mindset is, what kind of time I'm on, how I'm getting it done. You know, my whole thing is that even if I just assist a couple people, you know, to get where they're going with the ideas that I have, and how long that I've been studying, and how these ideas are beginning to form in my mind. And my whole thing is just connecting with the Lord in such a way to say, Lord, if I know it's you, and you're guiding and directing this, whatever that I'll need to get it done, I'll get it done. So that's really what's happening. And then I want to read this part where it says, all life exists within one mind. In order to truly understand this, We must return once again to the universal subconscious mind, the mind we all use and live in. This mind or intelligence is not in man alone, but in every living thing. Behold the process of evolution, and you will see desire being projected into the universal mind and returning in physical reality. The fish experiences land and desires to walk and becomes a reptile. The reptile experiences air and desires to fly and becomes a bird. The reptile desires size and strength and becomes a horse. Bears, wolves, tigers, lions, snakes, everything that creeps and crawls and flies and swims and burrows